Hello students, welcome to our session and we have learned about more things in our previous classes. In our previous lesson, we have discussed about the clothes. Clothes are very useful to us. When we go any place, we do not wear same shape of same color of clothes, same pattern of clothes at all types of places. According to our functions, according to our places, we use different types of clothes, and clothes are made from different materials which are very useful to us. Then like clothes, food is also very useful to us because we do not eat same type of food at our daily route. We use different types of foods in our life because we need different nutrients for our body. If we want to live our life healthy, then we need food, then we need air, water, also clothes are also very important to in our life. For this we have discussed in our previous session. Then today we talk about the chapter number 10. In this chapter they have given us the details about the soil, how the soil is for soil formation process will be going on, and rocks, soil, types of the soil, soil erosion, soil conservation. So in this session we will discuss about the some topics which are given in our that our earth is made of rocks and minerals. Our earth is made of rocks and minerals. In fact, rocks are found all over the earth. Each of them is made of two or more minerals. All which on our earth present, they are all made of two or more minerals. Rocks differ their size and also in their shape, color and compositions and use. All types of rocks which we can see on the earth, they are differ from the size, shape and color and also the compositions and also the use. We have also some example: granite, marble, sandstone, pumice and slate. These type of rocks, they are very useful to us. They all are different in their size, in their shape and in their color also. Wind, water and temperature act continuously on the rocks. This results in breaking down of rocks into smaller and smaller pieces. These pieces ultimately turn into sand, and when this sand mixes with decaying plants and animals, it forms soils. So in this chapter, they have given us the soil, how the soil formation will going on, because soil is also very useful to us like food, air and water. Because when we want any type of food, then how we will get this food? This type of food we will get from the plants. And where the plants will grow? The plants always grow on this land using the soil. So soil is very useful to us in this way also. Soil is the topmost layer of the earth's surface. It is the topmost layer of the earth's surface. It is important to all forms of life on earth. It consists of sand, humus, water and air. Now soil formation. How does soil formate? Soil formation. This formation of soil takes place over hundreds and thousands of years. It is not easy process. It will take thousands, over of thousands and hundreds of years. Soil is formed from the weathering of rocks and minerals. How? The hard rocks which the hard rocks present on the surface of the earth are heated up by the sun and cooled down by rain and wind. Due to this constant heating and cooling, they develop cracks. They have cracks in them, and with the passage of time and continuous action of wind, water and temperature, the cracks get bigger and bigger. As a result, The rocks break up into smaller pieces. They are carried away by the wind and water. When these pieces of rocks run against each other, they further break into very tiny particles and forming pebble, gravel, and finally become sand. This sand gets mixed with humus and forms soil. Extremely fine sand is called the dust. Dust on our earth surface, we can see the dust are available anywhere, and how the soil is forming. From when the soil formation process is going on, they will take the 100 and 1,000 years. It is not an easy process. When on the earth surface we have different types of rocks available, and the rocks will get heat from the sun. So this process continuously going on. When the rocks getting heat temperature, they have crack in them, and after some time, when they get wind, cool atmosphere from the wind and rain, the cracks become big, and after some time, they will convert into pebble and gravel. And when pebble and gravel go with the wind and water, and then they become final in sand form, and the very fine form of sand is called the dust. So like this, the soil formation is done. Then pebble and gravel. A pebble is a small stone which is naturally smooth and rounded. Pebble is naturally smooth and rounded. Gravel is a mixture of rock fragment that is coarser than sand. Pebble and gravel are used during the process of formation of soil. Some of their uses also given in textbook also. They are used in statues, flooring, parks, and etc. Gravel is widely used in concrete as a surfacing of roads. In your textbooks on page number 81, they given the pictures. You can see the gravel and pebbles are used there. Some uses of pebbles and gravel given there. Then types of soil. We have three types of soil: sandy soil, clay soil, and loam. Sandy soils consist of big sand particles. Sandy soil consists of big sandy particles. It is dry and light. It does not hold much water. For example, this type of soil is called the sandy soil. They have big sand particles and they cannot hold much amount of water. Then clay soil. Clay soil is composed of very fine particles. It is sticky in nature and can hold a lot of water. Then loam. Loam is a mixture of sand and clay. Loam is a mixture of sand and clay. It is dry. It can hold air and water. Sorry, it is not dry. It can hold air and water. It contains humus. So all we have total three types of soil: sandy soil, clay soil, and loam. They are different from each other. According to their features, we can use them. Sandy soil have big particles of sand and not hold much water. Then clay soil is sticky compared to sandy soil, and loam is mix up of sandy soil and clay soil. Then soil erosion. What is a soil erosion? When we want to grow anything on the land, the top layer of the soil have fertility on them, and using this fertility, we will get the proper formation of any type of plant, because if the soil has enough amount of nutrients which are useful in plants, and these all types of nutrients are present in the top surface, top layer of the soil. In the soil they have different types of layers available, and in them the top layer of the soil are useful to getting a proper growing of any type of plant. So some types of elements, because of some types of elements we will lose the fertility of the soil, and this type of process is called the soil erosion. Soil erosion is the removal of the fertile topsoil by the action of water and wind. These all are done because of the water and wind. Because of the water and wind, the soil will lose the fertility. Besides the wind and water, there are some other factors which are also responsible for the erosion of the soil. When you will go in your higher classes, you will know more about these type of factors which are reason of the soil erosion. Soil erosion is a natural process, and the amount of soil displaced or removed is balanced by the amount of soil found in nature. But due to increasing human activities like cutting of trees, called deforestation, and building of roads and industries, the pace at which soil is eroded is exceeding the pace at which soil is formed. We need to take some immediate steps to stop this, because soil erosion is dangerous for us. Because of soil erosion we will not get our better amount of plants, and because of this we will not get our food for our healthy life, because all types of plants are very useful to us. Because of the plants we will get the oxygen. We get oxygen from the plants. When we take in oxygen, we take out carbon dioxide, and the carbon dioxide will taken by the plants. So soil erosion is also dangerous for us. Because of this we will not get the more amount of plants. Very few plants are growing around us because of this. Hence our needs will not be fulfilled. So always try to plant more and more trees, because trees are very useful to us. Then soil conservation. Soil conservation is also useful to us. We can conserve soil and check soil erosion. They have given us some methods, and using these methods we can prevent our soil, and we can save our soil from the soil erosion, and because of this we cannot lose our fertility of the soil. Planting trees, terrace farming, constructing dam, and stopping overgrazing. Planting trees. The roots of the plants bind soil particles together and prevent them from getting eroded. Therefore, we must plant more and more trees, because the roots of the trees always bind soil particles, and because of this we cannot lose the fertility of the soil. Then terrace farming. On the hills we can see this type of farming are useful. There in on the hills we can prevent soil erosion by making terraces along the slopes. Terrace farming is also useful to stop the soil erosion. Constructing dams. Flood is one of the main factor of soil erosion. If we construct them to control floods, then soil erosion can be prevented. Then stopping overgrazing. Due to overgrazing, the top layer of soil becomes loose and easily blown and washed away. Stopping overgrazing can prevent erosion of soil. Okay, so in this chapter, rocks. On this earth's surface we can see different types of minerals and rocks are available, and because of rocks the soil will be forming. The soil are very useful. Soil is very useful to us. How the soil formation will be going on? Using the rocks the soil will be forming. Pebbles and gravel are useful to us. Then we have also different types of rocks which are very useful to us, like sandstone, like slate. Then types of soil. sandy soil, clay soil and loam. At different places on our earth we will get the different types of soil are available. Then and using these features we will get the different types of plants on them. Then soil erosion, and we have also some types of method. Using this type of method we can stop the soil erosion. They are called the soil conservation. Okay, so our chapter number 10 is completed here. Now we will meet in our next chapter.